What's up guys, and thanks for joining us once again as we check out another indie game. Up this time we've got A Near Dawn. It's a game that's currently available to back on Kickstarter. Now we actually recommend 5 games to back every month on Kickstarter, and if you've seen that video you'll notice that A Near Dawn didn't feature in that video. That's not because we didn't like it, we didn't like the look of it. It actually started just after we were looking through. We didn't see the campaign, or we didn't stumble across the campaign. We don't know if it would feature in there or not. We haven't looked into it enough. The developers just emailed us saying, check out the demo. So us being what we do and us loving indie games, we said, yes, well, of course we will. So, A Near Dawn, Far Off Dream Games. It's done by Leon Daydreamer is what the name is on Kickstarter. But looking at the top of this, it says Far Off Dream Daydream Games. I'm guessing they're probably the developer's full title. Before we jump into it, it's a psychological thriller, plays out in point and click style and visual novel kind of style. It's available to back now on Kickstarter, like I said. 16 Canadian dollars will get you a copy of the game when it releases around September 2018, or that's at least the targeted one. It's got a target of 8,500 Canadian dollars, which is sitting at about 50% funding at the moment with 12 days left. If you was wondering to back it, how much is 16 Canadian dollars? It's about £12.50 in the UK. In America, I have no idea, I'm afraid. So that's enough of my voice and that. Let's jump in a new game. Oh, it features voice acting, like that.
I snap into consciousness and find myself running through a dark, endless forest. I'm being chased. Probably by the devil himself. I haven't seen him yet, but I know he's right behind me. I can feel him. My heart is pounding against my temple. I feel stitches all over my chest already. I can barely see in front of me, but I have to keep moving.
Where are you running to?
Stay away from me.
You are only going in circles, you know.
Every path only leads right back to me. Shut up! Stay back!
There's some kind of internal dialogue going on.
What's the matter? Can't decide? Well, you can't stop. If you I might get you.
Oh,
his voice was
gonna be
venomous,
got.
and it came in like a whisper in my ear. He was close. He was playing with me.
What kind of way was he playing with you, mate? It's a little bit
I noticed
ominous.
a faint light. There seems to be a clearing up ahead, or at least something bright coming out from behind those trees. Good thing, too. The cramps in my abdomen are getting unbearable, and I'm
That'll be
nearly out of
constipation.
breath. The trees part before me to reveal.
Oh, what do they reveal?
What the?
Lots of Sams.
What the hell is this? I'm standing in a hall full of mirrors. There must be hundreds. And impossibly, I appear reflected in every single one of them. I wipe the sweat off my forehead and try to catch my breath with immense effort. Somehow, this is all beginning to I don't remember when I've been here, but I know it was a very long time ago. I'm having trouble adjusting to the space in here. It feels as though the mirrors would close in on me if I dared to look away. I tried sliding my hand across them, hoping it would lead me to a pathway. But every corner I think might be an opening only turns out to be another mirror.
You stopped running. Well, that's not very smart, is
I could tell his voice was coming from somewhere close by, but all I could see was reflections of myself, getting more nervous. Enough of your games. Why don't you just show yourself?
You got vampire teeth going on over here? Is that what they are?
My words echoed back and forth through the space, ricocheting off the mirrors. 1,000 Sams were either staring at or away from me. They were all searching for their tormentor, and they all looked very worried.
I'll bet it feels nostalgic in here, doesn't it?
The direction his voice was coming from kept changing like he was moving around, but he was nowhere in sight.
You're weak, Sam. You're going to fail. And when you do...
Always a word of encouragement, you like that?
His words now felt like they were spoken right into my ear, from inches away. There was nothing there. Who the hell are you?
Who am I? I am offended. You don't... You really have forgotten. haven't you? But you'll... Richard Grave.
No, not Richard Grave.
No, you're not real.
Not real. And you think...
So we're looking at now, Richard Grave or Sam?
Your whole life. Don't tell me I'm not real. You sad man. Let me know if this feels real to you, Sam. Come, give us a hug.
Oh, this is
His arms
taking a
broke
dark
the
turn I
mirror
didn't
in front of me,
expect.
sending shards of glass flying all around. Before I knew it, his hands were. I was helpless. I couldn't remove them. I was suffocating. You'll remember me next time, won't you? Ugh. I am never far behind. Ugh.
Just a bad dream.
I sit up in bed. It's 6 a.m. The alarm is blaring through my room. I shut it off with an involuntary flick of the hand, then drop back down and rest a minute. Think I'm not what you would call well rested this morning. I wish I could say this was unusual, but it isn't. Something isn't quite right in my head. It's like something important is just on the tip of my tongue. Something I keep missing and can't quite figure out. I felt this way for a long while now. I could never remember my dreams, but I think I've been having especially bad ones lately. As soon as I awaken, they
You could say
instantly
they are
vanish
pretty
in a
bad,
fog.
mate. Some guy just strangled you for some mirrors.
I can't understand the source of my torment, but every night is the same. And every morning I wake in a cold sweat like this. I get out of bed and go through my morning routine. Rinse, spit, shower, dry. I put on a fresh outfit and take a... Sometimes I feel like I'm looking at a stranger in the mirror. I feel myself melting through the floors and become absorbed by them. Inanimate. Something to be used. Not a person. At least not a whole one. Pieces are missing. Some I lost and are gone forever. Some I'll never even know should be there. Is this all just from the stress of being overworked, or is it something else? My name is Sam Nichols, defense attorney at Klein & Associates. I may as well ruin the surprise. I am the sole associate still working with the firm. We took several large losses at no small expense, one after the other. Just about everyone jumped ship before becoming associated with that. I stayed. Call me sympathetic. My boss, Harry Klein, has been an important mentor to me my entire adult life. He's an attorney, but he is not a shark. He's one of the... I couldn't stand back and watch everything he's worked for burn to the ground. We have one last big case the outcome of everything may hinge on. There is no room for failure now.
Well, there's a lot of dialogue here. I knew it is a visual story. Oh, yeah. It is a visual story, as developers said in the email. Psychological thriller that kind of showed pretty early on, and it plays out in point-and-click adventure. It's what we're playing now is the prequel, and it's available on Steam. Actually, you go to the Steam page, you can download it straight on Steam. Which PC gamer doesn't have Steam now, so you can do that straight there, or you can go get it through itch.io. Just go in there and type in A Near Dawn. Right, title was done. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I was a fan of Grey's Anatomy, and I know this is set in Seattle, just by the Space Needle. Good old Grey's Anatomy.
A waitress shuffles past us. The aroma of bacon and fries and the white noise of background chatter fill the air. I sit across from my boss, Harry. It's our go-to place for a particularly hearty lunch to help with the long hours ahead. We've been waiting a short while for the...
I mean, I've got to say, the writing is good. I mean, I haven't played... it was a Pokemon t-shirt as well, so it's even better. The Pooch Master It's a Pokemon that catches dogs. So this is the
It
point
was
and click
the king
section. So
himself, the rock and roll god. One of them. It has more of an impact in the evening time.
okay,
It was a
car.
little red Corp, the 1950s convertible.
Speak to our talk.
Harry seems worn out. It hurts me seeing him like this, so I try to be as supportive as I can, while avoiding.
I've been getting this rash on my thigh.
I'd get that checked out, man. It might be thrush.
Probably
Maybe not on your thigh.
Any new developments on the case?
Lord, don't even ask me right now. I can't think straight. I got a none too welcoming message from PKW this morning to inform me that they will be looking for a motion to dismiss our case on grounds of insufficient evidence.
Obviously, the mouths aren't continuing to move with some of the dialogue. But as I said, this is a very early stage prequel. This is like alpha stage of the game. The game's not set for a full release for another year. And will be priced at around about 10, 12 quid when it comes out in the UK.
Easy, but damn it. But I wouldn't give for 5 minutes alone in a room with those guys.
I was sorry I asked, but I know exactly how he feels. I was there with him for every.
How's the
Emily is a
wife?
good woman to have. How is she doing these days?
She's writing a second novel now. It's a murder mystery. She'll read it to me once she finishes a chapter. It's actually not bad at all.
Actually, not that bad. It's nice and supportive husband.
Pandora's
Pandora's Hurricane. I mean, I've heard of Pandora's Box,
I'll
but
give you a signed copy once it's published.
I'm sure that will be worth a lot one day. Wow, what a change. He completely.
should we go back? I probably should have realised that this is not going to be the best game to
seen
stream.
this
Well,
witch
not stream, to
before.
play and
She
put out there,
seems
but
a little
it
inexperienced.
puts some light on
I try to get her attention.
these
but she's taking
indies,
someone's
which
order.
is what we're all about at Indie Credible. And
She knows
if
we're
you
here.
like what you see
She'll
here,
come
if
by
this
when
is your
she's
kind of thing, I guess it's going to courtroom drama.
She does look a little familiar.
So I'm speaking over the dialogue
Not
now, and
sure
that might
where
be annoying you.
from, though.
If this is your kind of thing, then go over to their page, A Near Dawn, and check it out.
I haven't
That's
seen this
just a
waitress,
waitress.
before. She seems a little. She knows we're here. She'll come by when
That's
she's
who I
ready.
just clicked on a minute ago.
Poor
Look
man.
at her.
Go back a year, and Harry worked with my father once upon a time. That couldn't be further from the truth. I know Harry as a man who would never compromise his principles to win a.
Okay, the kid.
Sitting
Has
away
the
as
kid got
across
something to do with
watching videos on his phone and playing with his food.
Talk to the kid. The Pooch Master. What are you watching,
over
dude?
there? He just stared at me. Is it a cartoon or something?
Sponge. Square.
His
That's
voice tapered
SpongeBob
off and
SquarePants,
on.
dude.
The way the kid looked at me made it clear he thought I was weird. I turned back to Harry. The way Harry looked at me made it clear he thought I was weird.
Mate, you are weird. Did you not see your dream you had at the beginning?
Sam, are you avoiding me?
Not at all. I was just wondering what was so interesting this kid would let his fries get cold over.
Okay.
The kitchen was busy. The dishes were piling up.
Okay. Do we talk to this? Do we talk to Harry again?
Mark Twain said to succeed in life, you only need two things: ignorance and
Are we
Are
asked him about
holding
him?
up, Harry?
You mean, besides the firm taking a nosedive, I'm gonna have to start tapping into my savings soon if I want to keep this place running much longer. You know things haven't been going great. Emily's sticking with me, though.
Hey,
We'll get it,
they're
win,
going to
buddy.
be crawling
We
away
don't
when we're
lose.
through with them.
You're not first, you're last.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Don't worry about it, Harry. PKW will get what they have coming to. Just please, try not to get so involved this time. You know what I mean?
I know what you're gonna say, Sam. Like we agreed, you take the lead this time, and I will be there with you every step of the way watching your back.
I appreciate that. PKW is a vicious law firm we had to deal with in the past. They
So as far as I know, A Near Dawn is also coming to mobile. I think you can actually play this demo or this prequel,
Eventually, we're
not
all going
prequel,
to
prologue
write it out to the- I'll have
on
to ensure that everything
Google
falls
Play.
into
Not on
place
Apple,
perfectly
but on
this
Google
time.
Play. So any Androids out there, I'm pretty sure you can play it.
Man, I can't wait to eat something. I skipped breakfast this morning.
I'll probably go for the chicken. Where is that? Excuse me. Can we?
He was shouting. I gave an indiscernible cringe. I can't fault him. With a start, the waitress realizes we can no longer be ignored and nods her way towards us.
There we go.
The waitress seems to still be getting the hang of things here. She nearly spilled half a glass full of water on me as she came to take our order. She promptly apologized, and I laughed it off. Harry seemed to be judging her, though. She whips out a pencil and a pad of paper.
I'm sorry it took a while. It gets pretty busy around here this time. Do you know what you'd like? Today's special is the seafood Swiss cheese pasta, and it comes with a drink. Choice of hot.
Her voice seems carefree, but pleasant. Harry is intrigued with the offer we just received, and wastes no time asking for the special. I was suspicious of it, however. Recording his order, she now turns her gaze towards me.
Well, I guess I'm going to talk to her, mate, because I want to
I knew what
tell
I
her my
would
order. Just a burger. You always go burger.
Okay, that comes with a side of fries or.
I'll take fries. I felt like
Good
this was going to
choice.
be a long day. I was going to need.
Great. Is that everything?
Look at her purple
was
hair.
dyed a deep purple with
'Cause
hints
we're
of
weird.
cobalt.
Is that
Sure.
everything?
We're done. Let's ask her
May
about
I ask
herself.
what your name is?
It's Allie.
She hesitated for a moment, but answered with what could pass for a smile. I
You
don't
look familiar,
mean
Ali.
to seem odd,
Such a bad
but
shut up
no.
line.
I can't shake this feeling that without even glancing. Out of the corner of my eye, I could tell that Harry was suddenly wearing a huge grin on. The waitress looked at me, seemingly indecisive about whether or not to be annoyed with.
I never heard that one before.
All right.
Hey, she's all over you, mate. She knows it.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I could have sworn. I trailed off casually and hoped she'd forget this part of our encounter.
Is that everything?
Yeah, that's
Is that
everything.
everything?
That'll
That's
be
all.
all.
Thank you.
Okay, it'll be just a.
Smooth, buddy. Real smooth.
He seems to be chuckling to himself.
Well, I've got to say, if I'm being completely honest, visual novel things aren't my cup of tea. We reviewed a game earlier in the year called Demetrius, a cynical adventure. It was fun, it was good, but I love classic LucasArts inspired point-and-click adventures. This is a little
Kitchen
bit
was busy. The dishes
more story-based one, and I appreciate them, and I'm sure they're very
West
good,
Third
but then
Avenue. We're in the heart of Seattle.
I told you, Seattle Space Needle, but they're not my cup of tea.
The kitchen was busy.
I've already done the kitchen. Back to the kid. Let's go to Harry. What can we talk
Harry
about?
seems to have perked up a little now that we knew our food was on the way.
There we go.
The wife wants to go to Aruba. It is just.
About the
What do you think of our
waitress.
waitress?
I wasn't gonna bring it up. I think she's clumsy, but pretty cute. I might chat her up if I were your age.
That's not what I was doing. She really just looked familiar to me.
Sure, Sam. Whatever you say.
He seemed to be chuckling to himself again.
But what I will say is, I have to
As I
appreciate
was
the.
rolling my eyes, I noticed our waitress coming back with our orders. She appeared to be having trouble managing, and would period. My senses may have been heightened from the hunger, because I remember this disaster vividly. As Harry was impatiently licking his lips the moment his seafood Swiss cheese pasta caught his eye. You could see a gift to call it fragrant wouldn't do it justice. I could smell the cheap, melted cheese and assorted fruits de mer from 10 feet away. Suddenly, the huge grin on Harry's face evaporated into horror as he realized the precariousness of this. Perhaps I should offer a helping hand. I had just enough time to.
Oh, There goes the
Before
seafood
watching the
special.
boiled pasta slip out of the waitress's grasp, the horror spread to the waitress's face, and mine as well. As if entranced, I braced for impact, seeing the floppy strands untangle and briefly dance through the air with the sticky web of cheese and chunks of fish and
It's gonna be on Harry's head, isn't it? Straight on his head. Yeah, saw that one coming.
square on Harry's head. All I could do was
Laugh, of course, right? Oh, what's fate? Oh, face
the sound
palm.
of my palm hitting my face seems to reverberate in the silence.
Oh, I thought you were gonna palm him in the
The
face.
scene is captured on camera by the kid in hysterics, sitting across from us, and is no doubt destined to become a part of internet history. I watch Harry's face turn red with rage. As it takes him a moment, the laughter of the kid sitting across from us is the only sound that could be heard in that entire restaurant. His mother promptly scolds him.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sort of shaking screen.
The waitress is absolutely mortified. She throws the plate on the table and proceeds to heroically remove handfuls of hot pasta and seafood off of Harry. Without thinking, she grabs Harry's water and pours it all over his head to help it. This only seems to exacerbate the problem, angering him even more as he yells various expletives and storms into the bathroom. She follows him as far as she dares and can't stop apologizing.
Ellie, get in here.
As I was saying,
A grunt voice
the
from the kitchen.
yeah, credit has to be given to just the quality of writing, 'cause there's a lot of writing gone into this, but also it's fully voice act, which is a game of this kind that's on Kickstarter is not easy. They've got a full line of cast to come in and read all of this script. So credit has to be given to
The
developers
waitress
for
rushes past me,
pulling that one out the bag.
apologizing for being a klutz, with shame and resignation on her face. I feel bad. Of course, I feel bad for Harry too. The guy can't catch a break. I shake my head in disbelief. After a minute of muffled arguing and berating, the manager comes out to apologize for what happened and personally wipes down the table. I give out a sigh. The whole situation has Harry must still be washing up.
Uncomfortable, mate. He's got free lunch for the rest of the week. If this is a Monday, that is winner winner. Chicken dinner.
Sorry. Again.
Let it go. I'm going to stop her. Dramatic scenes.
To get up and see her off. She bites her lip and gives me a surprisingly troubled look as I hold the door open for her.
Thank you.
She walks through the doorway.
Stop the plane.
Wait, Allie. I see her muscles tighten as she stops in her tracks. She gives a great sigh and turns around to face me.
Great! Just what I needed. Assaulting a bunch of lawyers. Good one, Allie. Well done.
I can only give her a blank stare as she yells at herself.
All right, let's hear it. I injured your friend, and now you want to sue me for crimes against humanity.
The thought honestly hadn't even occurred to me.
Listen, I'm just a student, okay? I needed this job to help put me through school. And now I got fired. Couldn't we just...
Oh, I like the decisions. I like with decisions. Nah, we're not going to sue. Not for pasta,
I'm
God.
not suing anybody. That was just an accident. I'm sure I came out because I felt bad about what happened. I just wanted to make sure you were doing all right. She breathes a sigh of relief and looks down at her feet.
Oh. Thank God. Things just seem to be getting worse, and I'm sorry I snapped at you. It's been a hectic...
For the first time, she looks at me not as the enemy. She even tried... I'm speaking with Allie. She's calmed down somewhat since I put her fears to rest.
Took about herself.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Why do you want to know?
I didn't have an answer.
My name's Allie, Alexa. I'm from out east. Moved here with my aunt when I'm a university student.
Her answer was quick and
For school, let's find out about school, shall we?
Yep.
What are you studying?
Art. 3rd year.
She didn't seem
She's
to be
nice.
feeling her. Maybe she was concerned I might change my mind.
Her
You're an
art.
artist, huh? She blinks at me, making. What kind of art do you do?
You know Jackson Pollock?
I do.
Like that.
Pollock. I nod thoughtfully.
Pollock shit.
Really? I always thought he kind of.
Yeah, me too.
Okay then.
Oh, is she going to agree with no matter what then?
Probably just wanted to move on with her life.
Alright, we'll let it go
Hope
then.
Your aunt turned. Just believe me, things can only get better from here.
Oh, it's not the end of the world, mate. You shot some past or something. Things can only get better.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
was hoping.
If you ever find yourself in legal troubles, I withdrew a business card from my inner jacket pocket and handed it to her.
Thanks.
I wished the both of us better luck as I watched her leave down the street.
You're not bad luck, mate. You got free lunch for a week. What are you on about?
Secretary's orders
Sam,
were
he's
ordered.
moaning for
Our lunch is
nothing.
to go, after all. I decided I'd wait for him outside. Things had gotten about as awkward.
Okay, well, we're going to stop it there because we don't want to go on too long with people. But that you got an idea of what A Near Dawn offers. It's very much a visual novel. Point and click adventure, or the point and click style is not as point and clicky as I would personally like. Maybe puzzles come on later into the game, but if someone says to me point and click, I want puzzles. I want to be solving puzzles on the screen and using that logic of thought. This didn't seem to have that. It's just by clicking on stuff and talking to them. It was a story unfolding before your eyes. The writing is solid and good. Fully voice acted, which is a shock to me. It's not a shock, but it's great to see, and it really will add to the engagement of it. And if you're into the games, like I said earlier, Demetrius or any other visual novels, then A Near Dawn's definitely one to check out. It's got 12 days left as of filming. Finishes on the 24th of November. It's 50% backed at the moment. There are some stretch goals. It's confirmed for PC and mobile. Consoles, I'm not too sure, but maybe that's a stretch goal, and we'll have to see from there. If you're in the Canada, it's $16 to get yourself a copy of the game when it releases around September next year. Or in the UK, it's like £12.50, 13 quid, the equivalent of the States. I'm sorry, I don't know, probably what, $15 if I roughly work out in my head. But yeah, A Near Dawn, available to back now. If you liked what you see, head over to that Kickstarter page and check it out. I'll put a link to it in the description below. If you don't like what you see, no worries. Thanks for watching anyway. Now, although A Near Dawn didn't feature in our recommended list for November, why not check the video out now on YouTube and subscribe if you like what we do. And to keep up to date with other indie game news, reviews, previews, head over to indie-credible.com. Cheers for watching, guys. Bye.